Hey everybody, Rodman here for another episode of the Stellaris MegaCorp series, where I am actually not being much of a MegaCorp, I'm just dominating everyone. But that's okay, that's sometimes what happens when you're a big corporation. Apple. Excuse me, sorry. No, I'm not Apple. I'm definitely not Apple here. I am something different. That is for sure. We did unlock some interesting research for our science ships. So actually, I'm going to crank out a new scientist, or science ship, and a new scientist. So let's get the... Ooh, Citadel. Absolutely, yes. Let's get a new science ship and a new scientist, because I have a job for them. So we're continuing the war against the Sedentary. They're probably the strongest people left. In fact, let's take a look. They might have been the strongest, but I've kind of destroyed their fleets, so they've dipped below the Meshben League. But yeah, I'm at this point just like sort of cleaning up the remaining resistance. I guess I'm the Empire. I'm MegaCorp here. Vrinn Starbase just finished. That means I have a spy ship here. So what I just unlocked is called Experimental Subspace Navigation, which allows you to basically teleport jump. And there's some systems back here that I haven't looked at because there's the Marauders in the way. And I haven't bothered to blow up the Marauders because they don't border me. And therefore I can't really profit from their territory. But now that I have a scientist that can teleport around, I don't have to mess with the I can grab the Marauder stuff without having to go through them. I can survey these systems back there. But the scientist will take a little bit a while. The experimental navigation used to be a really fast way to teleport scientists around, but they've slowed it down a lot. Maybe because you could jump around and exploit it. I don't know. So my xenophobes are expanding. My xenophiles are shrinking.
War declared.
And more wars of foreign powers. Basically, at the end of the day, it's good for me. Because if they're fighting each other, they're not forming pacts, which means they're easier for me to conquer. So I don't really keep up with who's going to war with whom because none of them really pose a threat to me. But I'm happy to see that they're warring with one another because it does make it a lot easier on me. That much I know.
Planetary market secured.
Alright, that's another planet succumb to my vast forces. This fleet is going to beeline up to Lombidus to get their last station, and then I'm also curious about what's on the other side of this wormhole, but it will take a while to send a scientist down there. I guess what I can do is I can crank out yet another scientist and pay for yet another leader to man that ship to find that out. See if I can't is there a scientist that moves faster? I'm just going to put a maniacal one in. That'll have to do.
Upscaling complete.
Right, there's the ship, there's the leader, and start heading this way. Doing a quick checkup on my planets. We have 5 jobs left, 4 left, 4 left. Yep, we have plenty of jobs still on these planets, and a good amount of housing, although Dram maybe could use another housing district. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. So they are thinking about surrendering pretty soon. I'm just trying to jump as fast as I can to the planets because as I've mentioned before, the enemies care most about when I conquer their planets. I suppose that makes a lot of sense. But there's not much to look at. It's just me jumping around system to system, sort of mopping up. Clean up an Isle Sathori. The Galactic Combine getting crushed. I suppose I'm going to take a really, really quick detour and conquer Chi Draconis, so that I can figure out what's through that wormhole.
Competitors engaged.
And Trickster trait. Oh, that's fine. That's a good one. Alright, so here we are at Zanch. Almost doesn't even sound like a real word or name. We just maxed out on energy credits. Let's see if we can't spend it on something important. Nope. Okay, well, if we can't do that, then let's just buy a bulk amount of alloys.
Commencing seizure of planetary asset. Upscaling complete.
And their defensive army
secured.
utterly crushed in but a blink of the eye. And they are just about ready to give up. Yep, there they go. They are now a subsidiary. I'm going to send my fleets to repair. And I'm not sure who I'm going to attack next, but if we look at the galaxy, I've obviously conquered easily half. Easily, right? Great Mesh probably should be next, but I can't declare war on them for another 4 years. These guys I can declare war on sooner, but I don't think I actually have a way to get to their territory. Quadrivox, I have to close my branch offices. They obviously could be next because I'm sort of sitting on their borders. So let's figure out which branch office it is. It would be this one. Closed.
Upscaling complete.
Oh, there's like... this planet's getting bombarded. So my branch office is not doing very much there. Alright, so how do I get to this territory? I can't... oh, I can use some tricky wormhole teleportation to get there. Nice. Alright, let's... no, they have a matriarch there. Let's waste no time. Offer them subsidiary status. They are in league with the Zaxoids, so I'll have to declare war on both, but that's fine. And
Commencing new business venture.
ta-da! Yet another war. That's a pretty big station, guarding whatever that is. I guess there's some trade value there, so they really didn't want to give that up. So who else am I at war with? These guys. I don't even think I have a way to get to their territory, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to focus on crushing these ones. Now, I don't want to fly my fleet through the matriarch system, because these fleets are not big enough to take on the matriarch. They are what you'd call Leviathans, and they're like sort of endgame bosses in a way. Like, you're about to see the matriarch tear this fleet up. In fact, I'll take a second and look there. Oh, the fleet's already gone. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but I might have just lost them on sensor. Alright, so they have a big old fortress here guarding their planet, which might actually offer some resistance, given that we're roughly evenly matched. Nope, it's falling. Yep. I've designed my ships well. It's one of the advantages. Alright, so there's a planet called Gish here. They have a small navy. Why did Zaxoid... Oh, what is this? Some rebels. Ah, that's who opened their borders to me. Yes, okay. I'm at war with their primary empire, so the rebels like me as a result. So if we actually look, you'll see... Oh no, they don't really care right now. Normally they would say, oh yeah, you're at war with our rivals. Thank you. But, alright, let's invade Gish.
Attempting to acquire planetary market. Research actualized.
And I got the genetic resequencing, which is awesome. It might be time to get rid of this genetic biology researcher. Because, well, I'll research this last one. But I'm running out of things for them to do. So let's modify my species once again. Let's actually start from 0 and think about what we want. So erudite would be researcher output. I like that. Venerable would keep them alive very long, and then communal makes the population more dense so that it can fit more people in. Maybe take some negative ones. Non-adapt is fine because I've researched a lot of adaptability tech already, and that gives me a few more points. And then I have one pick left. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that and get conformists. Where's the conformists? Ooh, not enough points. Let's get sedentary, pop growth speed, habitability, weak. Maybe sedentary is the best one to get. Not repugnant. Yeah, I'll get sedentary and then conformists. So we'll be venerable, erudite, conformists, and communal. Create the template, and then apply the template to all of my populations everywhere. And this will take a whole bunch of months to change my people over. But obviously worth it in the long run. Okay, we just conquered a planet. Let's not hit the matriarch. That would hurt. We'll aim to get some of the Leviathans soon. I need to make a battleship fleet first. So I really need to basically obsolete my old fleet in order to do it. Science without borders. Can I do... Let's see. Maybe I can satisfy this. Offer trade deal? No. With the subsidiaries, I can't have research agreements, so I just won't be able to do that. And a new tradition, courier network. Awesome. So courier network, what that does is it increases my administrative capacity so that I have less of a penalty to the size of my empire. There's also research that allows you to do that too, but getting the tradition is nice. All right, my scientist is somewhere where he wants to be. So we'll get some of the science done, and then we'll explore the other side of this wormhole after doing some brief surveying and whatnot. Alright, so here's a little bit of a fleet battle. We have allied backup too. Lovely. And the scientist that was teleporting got to Tarek. Teleporting over to Romseer and then Lyratin is going to be a lot quicker because it's closer. The further you have to teleport, the longer it takes, and it takes a long time. Alright, their fleet is gone. Let's go to Escant. And how are we doing on the status? Oh, yep.
Outlier identified.
They're feeling bullied. They're already feeling the heat. For sure. We're doing a pretty good job of turning up the heat quick. 6 jobs, 9 housing. 9 jobs and 7 housing. 6 and 9. 3 and 8. Open some more jobs. 3 and 7. Let's open some more jobs. I'm also, because my population is growing, I'm going to need some additional consumer goods. Looking at my rare resources, I'm still in the negatives, but fractionally. So I'm also probably going to need more exotic gases and rare crystals, which means, again, more energy, minerals rather. And while I'm thinking about it, let's talk to the curators and buy some Elgate. And they had it offered. That brings our total Elgate up to 5 out of 7. Good, good. They have 400 army strength guarding Escant. They have a whole lot of planets down here.
Combat detritus reprocessed for a cleaner galaxy.
Maybe... I don't love any of these, so I'll just go with the quick and freebie. That's often what I do if I don't like my choices, is I just get the one that is fastest.
Upscaling complete.
Alright, they just landed their army, so I'm going to land mine. I'll be deep in the reserves here. My allies are willing to throw their troops away, but that's fine by me. I'm going to reactivate Encourage Political Thought, trying to push people towards my governing factions and away from factions I don't want. Yeah, I'm curious actually why I literally don't have any rivals left in the entire galaxy. They're all pathetic comparatively, except for Tebrin. Yeah, you're going to become my rival. Because these guys are subjects. Everyone else that is inferior and not pathetic is a subject. So I have one rival. Big whoop. But that satisfies the militarists like a little bit, I guess.
Upscaling complete.
Alright, that invasion is completed. Let's send this fleet on towards the capital. And this is the new other fleet. So I'm going to force them to sail the long way. And they're going to just start capturing territories. My, what's it called? My citadel is done. I'll fill it with a resource silo for now.
Upscaling complete.
And the Tebrin citizen state, these guys just rivaled me back. Good for you. I'm still going to crush you, but good for you. Let's see. I'm going to get the replic complexes. And then maybe on this world, I'm going to get more rare crystals. So wherever the rare crystals manufacturing... Oh, mineral purification plants I also need there. and synthetic crystals. And then I also need some exotic gases, so maybe at Dorfill I'll do an exotic gas place. And let's replace this with mining. Where's the exotic gas? Chemical plant. Nope, that's moats. Moat harvesting. Oh, moat harvesting traps are really nice. Because they just come out of nowhere. It's part of the special planetary features of Dorfill, so I might as well take advantage of that. Which means I still need to build my gas building. Maybe I don't have it researched. That is entirely possible. And that looks to be true. Yep, I guess I don't. That will have to be another thing I research. I've seen it pop up, but I haven't gotten it yet. So we're just conquering our way to their important stuff. We had some edicts run dry. What was the last one? Research grants. We have enough for that, just barely.
Upscaling complete.
And our citadel is done. Nice. Let's jump over to Romsir. Survey that. There's a lot going on. I will become a patron of the arts.
Research actualized.
And a new pick. Let's say anomaly discovery chance, just because it's a freebie and I didn't really like any of my other choices. And it's a quicker freebie. So they have some defenses here at Rook. Nope, they really don't have any armies. I'm going to invade straight away.
Attempting to acquire planetary market. Planetary market secured.
I already captured the planet. That's how poor their armies were. And now to go to their capital.
Research actualized.
Ooh, that fleet's dead. Glad it's not mine. Alright, we got neutronium armor, which is awesome. That's the best kind of armor available without any special projects. And I'm going to research increasing my mining station output. As my population grows, I'm going to need more consumer goods, and as I need more consumer goods, I'm going to need more minerals. You have to keep everything in balance. There's definitely a Thanos joke in there, but it's too much of a low-hanging fruit. Checking up on piracy. We're good for now. Got no piracy. No active piracy. And their capital defenses have fallen. Quavra has almost no armies. Big mistake. And our other fleet is just hopping around, grabbing territory.
Planetary market.
Just to work on the war score.
Planetary market secured.
Okay, we captured the capital. That should put a big dent. Have our army follow the navy and head to Rogenganoin, whatever it's called. Capturing everything on the way.
Complete.
Surprisingly enough, they've really not accepted. I have to do a lot more damage than I've already done. It's also because I'm in a defensive pack. They're in the defensive pack with Zaxoid. So this wormhole led to Yelon, or Yelon. Not all that interesting. Let's have this guy teleport to Karakrum.
Research actualized.
And we just got anomaly discovery chance. Again, a bunch of things I'm not loving. This one takes a very, very, very long time. So I'm just going to get mining laser drones because that will be quick and easy. I did just realize I got the tachyon lances, so I'll give those up. I really want the better kinetic batteries, and then I'll give the better plasma cannons to these ships. I think that's probably everything I need to give up. Oh no, that's not true. Top tier armor and shields. Now I would say, other than the kinetic batteries, my battleships are pretty dope. Pretty endgame at this point.
Future market survey complete.
Alright, we just surveyed Ramsir. So let's go jump over to Lyratin. These systems have probably not been surveyed by anyone yet, because they are locked behind the Marauders. Alright, here we are at their new world. Barely any defenses again.
Attempting to acquire planetary market. Planetary market secured.
And it fell. No surprise there. And we'll just keep jumping and conquering. Oh, great. Another governor substance abuser. Fired and hired. Let's figure out what governor that was. It was this one. I know I'm doing this really fast. I apologize. Jumping around like some sort of addict. I'm queuing up a bunch of the systems to be captured.
Actualized.
More research. City, district housing would be awesome. There's more mining station output, which would be great too. I'm gonna do the mining station. It's quicker and
upscaling complete.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I just, off the top of my head, I feel like it's probably more impactful. So here is a synthetic crystal plant. So now if we check, our rare crystals are back in the positive, which is awesome. I guess it's time to put our consumer goods in the positive. So back in our home world, we'll find these megaplexes and upgrade one. And that will put our consumer goods back in the positive. That was a little freebie. Gonna do another freebie here. Trying to get access to stuff.
Incoming transmission.
I have no interest in having a migration treaty. I don't want anyone else's people in my territory, ever, for that matter. How is my biology experiment coming along? Let's see. We are about third of the way there. Maybe a little bit more. Modifying our species for maybe the final time. Alright. You have no army guarding. That will be easy.
Commencing seizure of planetary asset. Planetary market secured.
And we're done. Invade an entire planet in like a few days. Let's head to... Ooh, they're pretty much out of things to invade. At this point, it's just grabbing territory or heading north to Zaxoid. I'll see if I can't have them bend their knee by getting the rest of their territory here. So I'd rather not head to Zaxoid if I can help it. Because I've got some... got some enemies in the way. I can't really get to their territory all that easily.
Upscaling complete. Research actualized.
Let's repair this fleet. What did that get me? Nothing that I care about. Reactor boosters. Why not? Now, late game research is often can repeat. So you'll have research that like increases the amount of...
Upscaling complete.
Let's buy some stuff with our energy credits because we just maxed out. So it will be like increase the amount of energy your technicians can make by 5%, and you can just keep doing it. Like this, no, that's not a, none of these are repeating yet. But, ooh, Elgate Insight. Yes, I will research that. Elgate is the next big thing for me to, next big hurdle, I would say, is opening that Elgate and taking ownership of everything on the other side. And potentially fighting a war for whatever's on the other side. Because sometimes it's not friendly, sometimes it is. It's kind of a 50-50.
Upscaling complete.
Alright, so our scientist jumped over to Lyriton.
Incoming inquiry.
And we are just
Outlier identified.
trying to grab as much of their territory as possible so that we achieve our war goals. I might actually have to figure out how to get to Zaxoid, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully I don't. But time will tell. Survey. Get all the low-hanging fruit research, but alas, I am out of time again. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know I'm going a mile a minute. If you have any questions, drop me a line and I'll try to explain what I'm doing, and I'll catch you all next time. So thanks for watching. Adios.